now, I'd say.
That's what I've been doing.
Because it's a well, healthy child, no worries, no concerns, no, about his weight, development, then, and he's been thriving all along, just let him be.
That's what I've been doing.
Just let him be.
Because he has plenty of milk.
Yeah, and do you find, because you're still breastfeeding, aren't you?
Yeah, breastfeeding.
Do you find that maybe he's waking up at least once a night, or not at all sometimes?
He wakes up about twice a night.
That's fine. As long as you're getting the feeding at night is what I say, because it keeps the brain, keeps the stimulation of the, the milk production.
Yeah, they feed at 9 or 10, and then they feed like 2 in the morning.
That's fine, perfect.
And then they feed about 6 in the morning.
That's what I mean, getting something between, you know what I mean, it's just getting something in that night time. Whatever night time is, could be anything between 12 and 3, 12 and 4, 12 and 6, you know what I mean?
Feeds plenty.
Yeah, that's
and then
fine.
he was sick really bad, like loads.
Yeah.
Actually once.
Maybe he had a little bit too much.
Too much,
Too much, didn't he?
Yeah, and it's just sort of the force of it. Or he had a big burp. Or he might have had a big burp. That might have been
He's certainly getting heavier.
And then that just got in the, they just brought everything up.
Yeah.
But because he's generally not a sicky one. So,
no, he's not a sicky baby, but it was a lot of sick that he brought.
Yeah.
He's certainly getting heavier. Bigger.
Yes, I can see that as well, that he is getting bigger. Certainly can. Yeah. And how are you for sort of getting out, getting out for walks or doing, you know what I mean?
I've been making her go out to the shops a lot, because shops help.
Yeah, that's it. That's important.
She's not wanting to leave the baby, so you've got to get out a little.
Go out, get some fresh air, get to sort of talk to people, do you know what I mean? Adults, especially if Tony's not home, you know what I mean? Just, it breaks the day up, it makes you feel better emotionally as well, because you've got to dress up to go out, and then, just things, that social engagement, even if you're sort of, and it breaks it all up,
Yeah, I go out on my own and he takes the baby for
me. Yeah, and that just gives you a little bit of you time then, yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
You like talking, don't you?
Is there anything that you wanted to ask, or?
No, but scared. Just a cradle cap he's got on his head.
Yes, I can see. Yeah, because he had that.
I've been using the shampoo now for like 4 days.
That's fine. Cradle cap, as you know, it's been on for months. Can take months to clear up completely.
How long?
Months. I couldn't tell you.
You can't tell me.
Couldn't tell you.
What causes cradle cap? Was it?
It's to do with the sebaceous glands, like the sweat glands, if I can put it, or the fat glands, and it's like an overstimulation.
Okay.
And it's just one of, we couldn't tell you which babies will have it more than that. It's normal. It's not unusual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's sort of normal, yes. It's just,
I had it really bad, I had loads of flakes when I was
and it can start as early as, because it started early with, he's only 3 months old anyway, nearly 3 months, and he's got it. So, and it can take several months. So it's hard, for some babies that don't get it as bad, it might clear up sooner. Others, if they've got it quite thick, you know how it was, like the clumps, it will go, and the hair will grow back.
Yeah, his hair's falling out.
How's the eczema under his neck? Is it still there? Is it gone down?
It comes and it goes.
What eczema did you say on the neck?
I think it's eczema on his neck. Can you see it? Have you got that gel?
I've got the gel.
Yeah.
Hello, Izac.
Izac. Who's that lady?
And is it only in his neck, or?
Yeah,
I'll just wait for
he's
that
got
to dry
eczema
up.
on his body, he's dry skin.
Had a bit of
doctor's
yeah, because when you saw the GP, I remember just before I saw.
You see it there?
Hello, Izac.
Oh yes, so just the redness there.
Yeah, just the redness.
Yes.
And I've just been using the doctor's cream.
Yes. Yeah. And the other, I can see the redness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad actually. What you might find there, because it's a crease, it gets a bit sweaty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The heat wave was worse. Do you know heat wave?
Yeah.
Really red.
Yes, because that will irritate. Yeah.
So it does it extra.
Yeah.
It does tummy
So
time,
so it's just making sure that it's you're cleaning it and you're able to dry properly. You get to the push it up, and because the folds, that's what it is.
Clean it.
You know,
clean it
talcum
and dry
powder, is
it.
that useful, talcum powder, or not at all?
Some people do say to use it and it can help.
Yeah.
This doesn't look rashy, because sometimes with the eczema it can be quite, you get that defined edge around it and it can look a bit rough. So when it's like that, then I wouldn't suggest you use the powder. As it is now, that looks quite, it's just the skin looks clean and fresh, but it's red.
Yeah.
So I think the powder might be helpful there because it's just dry. But if you want to, I know, have you got a lot to say? You're trying to tell me something, and I'm talking to Mummy and Daddy still. Hello. All right. Oh dear, you're very vocal. Yes, you are. Hello. Hello. Oh dear. I know it's a hard life being a baby. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Hello. Daddy?
Oh, you see me now.
Is it Daddy? Is it Daddy up there? Go on then. Yeah, I know. Oh, you got a lot to say. Go on. Say it all. Get it all out. Get it off your chest. Off your chest.
He's a good boy.
Get it off your chest. Yeah, that's lovely.
Oh, you hear him, Laura? God.
That's lovely to see. Yeah, so that will go. So yes, where the skin is not looking, it's not open, it just looks more red than anything else at the moment. I think if you wanted to use powder, I think that would work. But when it's looking a bit more rash-like and dry, then it's worth using the cream.
Yeah.
Because that will help to keep, because you want to get that dryness away and keep the skin moist. Otherwise, it gets very itchy and
'Cause I've got it for myself,
so you know what? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's just the redness, and I think that might just be where his. You know, it's a sweaty area and it gets a bit clogged up, especially if he's sick and all that. So, yeah, it doesn't look too bad.
I always clean it after he's sick.
Yeah. So the doctor's appointment went okay?
Yeah, he had his injections.
Yeah, what was he like then? I mean, he's probably coming up to the second lot of injections now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, was he alright after the first lot of injections?
Yeah, he just cried for a little bit.
Yeah.
He did quite well.
Yeah, but nothing.
They said to use
Calpol.
yeah, we didn't use any.
That's fine. No, if you didn't need it, then you didn't have to. That's fine. And the same thing with the second one, to see what he's like, and if he needs a Calpol,
He just
you
needs
use
a
it.
breastfeed. He was hungry.
Yeah, just a little comfort there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing second time around, you know. I think this time it's one injection less, so but he'll still have, because it's the second lot, he'll still have the drops in the mouth.
Yeah.
And then the
Okay.
I think it's one injection rather than.
What are these ones? You had a tetanus at first, didn't you?
You had the DPT polio, which would have included the tetanus, whooping
Yeah.
cough.
And what are these ones falling through? These ones now?
The same ones, they're similar. Yeah, you tend to have the first 3 lots of injections are quite similar. So the second one he'll have one less of what he had the first time. Then the third time around he'll have similar to what he had the first time. So they tend to have, just to make sure that they actually get some immunity.
Yeah.
Sometimes after the first or second they may not develop much, but certainly by having the third one, you know, that gives them that, make sure that they So I think the second ones are the DPT polio hib, which is the tetanus one, the pertussis, whooping cough. Yeah, that's all sort of one. He'll have the drops in the mouth, and I think he then has the meningitis C, if I remember
I've got it in
correctly.
my book. I can get it in my book.
He has the meningitis C. Yes, that's the level. There we go.
What you think about diseases around? Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of those diseases, especially the things like tetanus, not whooping cough necessarily, diphtheria. They are all sort of very few and far between now, at least in this country, but it still exists out in other countries, and people come.
In the 60s it was bad, wasn't it? In the 60s coming up.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a mumps myself, measles.
Yes. Oh, you're right there, Laura.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fine.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so he has, because I know it's just the 2 lots there. Let's just go back to that.
Izac.
Immunisations. You're looking at me. Hello. You're looking at me there. You thought I'll catch her when she's not looking. And you did. Catch her when she's not looking. So
Who's that?
we have the DPT polio hib, which he had before, and just the rotavirus. So it looks like it's just the 1 injection. He had 3 last time, didn't he?
Yeah. And the one in the
And
mouth.
then the 1 in the mouth. So this time he has 1 injection, which is similar to what he had before, and the drops in the mouth.
Okay.
And then when you go back the 3rd time, you'll have the same as what he had before, which is 3 injections, but no more drops.
Okay.
You only have the drops twice. So that's the second one. That's all 1, and then the drops in the mouth. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I know his hair falling out. How long's that gone for? The hair.
I can't really. It's no real sets.
Okay.
It's hard to say. Every child's different. Some don't
I read
lose
it on the
much
internet.
hair.
It said 6 months.
Okay. You mean in terms of that with the cradle cap, or just overall?
No, just hair loss.
Yeah.
But
And again, his might be more because of the cradle cap.
okay, he lost a lot of hair.
Yeah, because sometimes their babies will lose a bit of hair on its own. But sometimes, definitely with the cradle cap, that will, you know, because when when it's coming up, especially with the cradle cap, it can be quite thick clusters, and that brings up a fair bit of hair. But it's hard to say when it, when it stops. But it does get better.
They lose their newborn hair and then they regrow their.
Yes.
hair.
And then if he hadn't even completely lost the newborn hair and the cradle cap, because he had it quite early, the cradle cap, then all of that, yeah. So usually within, I'd say by the time he's a year. 8 months, 1 year, it's all coming back, or if not come back by then. Yeah.
Okay.
Especially because he started early. So I would have thought that by the time he's sort of 6 months, we hope that the cradle cap would have outgrown that, and then his hair will be back. but it's hard to say in terms of time frame. Oh, right. Have you got something to tell me? Yes. Yeah, you're so excited, aren't you? I'm happy to see you too. Oh dear, I'm happy to see you too. Yeah, I can tell you've been, lots of conversations going on in this house. Yes. All right, okay, I've heard. Yes, I can tell there's lots of conversations going on here. It's a long time since I've heard a 3-month-old talking like that to you. Yes. Oh, all right. All right. Do you nap during the day then? Because you must get quite tired with all this talking. You must get quite tired. A lot of energy going out of that little thing, eh? Yes, all right. I get it. Oh, I get it. I get it. Good boy. I get it. I know. Oh, what's the matter? You're not really sure what you want, are you? You're not really sure what you want. There's Mummy over there.
Oh, he wants food.
Oh, there's Mummy over there.
You want some milk?
Oh, Milky's yum, yum, yum.
Yeah. You want some milk?
Should we see how big you are before we do that? Once we'll see how big he is before you do that. But yeah, that's good. So, what about the children's centres? I know it's been the holiday time, so I'm not sure that you've. Are you still?